Hello, dear listeners, and a very, very good evening to everyone tuning in. This is Akashvani Kohima, FM Trogopad at 103 megahertz. And as promised earlier, we're back with another edition of your live interactive program in perfect harmony. And we have a very, very special bunch here in the studio with us. They are none other than Project Anonymous. Naam to suna hoga, dear listeners. Formed in the fall of 2024, Project Anonymous emerged when a group of like-minded musicians came together to participate in the first season of Ticket to Hornbill. The band made an impressive debut, securing the second runner-up position and earning the title of Best Vocalist. Following a brief sabbatical, the band returned to the stage and has been since actively performing across the region. Among their recent appearances was the Orange Festival in Tamenglong, Manipur, where they captivated the audience with their dynamic sound. With renewed energy and creative momentum, Project Anonymous is now set and geared up for a series of performances and exciting shows throughout the year. So guys, welcome to the studios of Akashvani Kohima.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Right, it's such, it's so lovely to have you guys here, and I'm very, very excited for this conversation. I'm sure the listeners are very stoked as well. So before we get on any further, can you guys introduce yourselves and, of course, your role in the band as well.
I'm Lapla Ong, lead vocalist for the band Project Anonymous.
Right.
And I'm Victor, the keyboardist of the band. Yeah.
Matan here, I play the bass for the band.
Right. And there's one more member missing, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, our drummer is based in Dimapur.
Right,
so
right.
Right now, I think he's practicing.
Right, very, very interesting. I think, you need to be consistent when it comes to instruments, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, dear listeners, that is Project Anonymous in a nutshell. And guys, the formation was in the year 2024, right? And in a short span of time, you guys have made a huge impact in music, in the music scene, I should say. And you guys have already, won a major competition. You guys were the second runner-up in the Ticket to Hornbill contest, as well as the best vocalist in that particular contest. So once again, a huge congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Right, before we get on any further, can you guys, give us a backstory on how this band came into fruition and basically who made the first call?
Okay, Matan here. So, we have quite a story,
Right.
coming up with the band. So, me being, having been in the music scene for almost 20, 30 years, now I wanted to see if I had if I had it in me still.
Right,
And then these guys don't know this, okay? But
Right,
then,
right.
There's a back story behind the formation of the band. So one of my friends, since I was previously in a band called DC, as you all know, Band Connection.
Right.
So the person thought that in my heydays or my happening years were over.
Mm-hmm.
So the person said, once the glory is gone, it's never gonna come back, right?
Right.
So I wanted to test myself and then to see if I really had it in me still.
All right.
So that was one of the main reasons. And the first person that came to my mind was Lapla, of course, because as we all know, she's a great singer.
Right.
And that's how I made the first call, the first move rather. Yeah.
Right. That is a very, very interesting story, accepting a challenge and going forward.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
And you
not
guys are
only
not
in music but in life, right?
exactly.
So-
So you guys are not only surviving, you guys are thriving clearly, and in such a short span of time, like I mentioned, already making a huge impact. So congratulations once again.
Thank you.
And yes, I'm sure that you guys have heard this question before, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. Why the name Project Anonymous? Was there like
yes.
right?
Like I said, we entered that competition, right?
Right.
So I did not initially. We did not tell anybody that we were participating in that competition. So we wanted to make ourselves a little anonymous, a little,
Right.
a little secretive,
Right.
So only after we submitted our audition video,
Right.
did people know that we are the guys called Project Anonymous.
Definitely lived up to the name, I would say. And yes, I think that is a very, very interesting backstory, right? Some people have, they have this, the name of the band comes through dreams. For some people, it is like, it's just something that they see on the road, a poster on the road, or a sticker, bumper sticker on the road, right? But certain bands have interesting stories behind their name. So you guys are definitely one of them. And yes, every band has their own unique sound, their own unique style, and that's what makes them stand out. So in terms of you guys, can you guys describe your sound to our dear listeners? I'm sure that most of the listeners know you guys by now, but for the handful of people out there who might not be aware, can you guys describe your sound?
Yeah, as of now, for now, we're solely based on classic rocks, and then we
Right.
also playing some funks, I guess, nah? Funks and then ballads. Yeah.
Right.
So, as of sound, what do we say? We're on genre base. We're totally focused on classic rock as of now, but we're
Right.
planning to shift our genres. Let's see, we're experimenting with genres. So, what comes best, we'll think. We'll
Right,
follow
right.
that path.
Yeah, supplementing to what
Yeah.
Victor said, right now we're trying to cater to the audience.
Right.
Because directly if we come up, sometimes people they take time to accept a new band with its original music, right?
Very true.
So right now we are trying to cater to the to the masses, I should say.
Right.
And we also sometimes do folk fusion also.
Yeah.
Because like Lapla and me in the past we've played with Purple Fusion also.
Right. Right.
So there are a couple of songs that we regularly perform, and yeah, so we are multi-genre based, I should say, as of
Right.
now. Yeah.
The-
But
that's-
mostly, like I said, we do covers right now.
Covers, right,
And
right.
like Victor said, we are planning to come up with our own original music, provided when we get a good permanent guitarist.
Right.
Right now we are using a sessionist, so
Right. That sounds like a plan, and
Yeah,
I think you can never go wrong with classic rock, right? Whenever there's a function or any kind of event, when you play a classic rock song, I think everyone, regardless of age,
Exactly,
I think everyone can
exactly.
vibe to it, right?
Yeah.
So you guys are definitely on the right path there, and I'm sure the listeners cannot wait to hear new music from you guys as well.
yeah.
All right. Having
So
said
before that, before we come up with our own original music, I want to break free. And have you ever seen the rain never goes wrong?
right, exactly.
Yeah.
Very, very true. I think everyone can hum along and sing along to
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
even if they don't know the words, right?
Yes.
They definitely know the melody. Right. So coming back to the sound again, you guys have, like you guys have mentioned, juggernauts like DC, Divine Connection, and Purple Fusion. You guys have played in several bands, and you guys have your own individual projects in the past, and even now, I'm assuming. So does that sort of influence, or does it bring in elements to this band's song?
My experience in solo competitions and our members' different musical backgrounds help create a unique band
Right.
sound, I believe.
Right. So you guys do extract sounds from your individual experiences as well, right? I would say. Yes, I think that's what makes a band great. Different genres, different styles coming together, right, to form one unit, I would say. So yes, great. All right. Coming back to the competition side of things, you guys already won a competition. You guys are playing major shows these days. So I'm sure that you guys have lots of highlights and memorable moments. So can you share a few highlights and memorable moments from this band's journey so far?
Coincidentally, Project Anonymous, has not been playing in Nagaland much
Right.
as of the moment. But I don't know for what joy or reason we keep on getting shows in Manipur. So before Tamilnad, we played a show called Cosmos Festival.
Right.
So it's a beautiful place. It's in Namaijo.
Right.
So a place where one should visit at least once in a life, once in his or her life. So some of the memorable moments is for me the amount of hours that took us to get to Tamil Nadu. It's quite a
Right.
it's a
Right.
the destination is quite far, but we do love road trips.
Right.
So I think that's one of the highlights still now. You guys can also,
Yeah, for me, winning best vocalist and second.
Oh,
runner-up.
sure.
Yeah, while I was
sure.
sick and struggling.
Yeah,
to
exactly,
have
exactly.
pick up,
Right.
huh? That was an unforgettable moment for me
Right.
and for us as well.
Right.
Of course, yeah.
So even Bimar Hayam Divi Mapnai.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Now coming back to the competition, no?
Right.
Like most of my contemporaries, they were the judges. Okay, so people thought I should be, in the judging panel instead of
Yeah.
participating.
right.
But like I said, I wanted to test myself. I wanted to challenge myself. So being with youngsters,
Right.
that in itself was like a great experience again. Just to have that, butterfly in the stomach experience I've been
Right.
feeling.
Right, right.
To go up on stage before the,
Right.
So that was also
That kind of mentality, I think we can, not only for music, but in terms of athletes,
Yes.
a sports person, even they want to test the waters out with younger athletes, right?
Very true,
So I
very
think what's stopping musicians from going out there and competing, right? I think that is kind of a stigma that we have, especially here in Nagaland, I would say. So once you're accomplished, you should not enter competitions. That is kind of the
No,
notion.
that's
So I think
totally-
we should do away with those, old school kind of thinking and adapt this. I think you need to test yourself as a musician, as an athlete, whatever it is, whatever kind of field that you are in. So I think you guys are definitely leading by example, I would say, especially
and
Sir Matang here.
and the plus point being a musician is like you don't really have to go through the stresses of training yourself physically.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
unlike a sports person. So I feel like every musician, at least every year, every month, he or she should learn something new to,
Right.
keep himself or herself updated,
Right.
and to at least be at par with the other musicians, current, happening musicians.
Very true.
You make a name for yourself in the past, and you're stuck there. There's no meaning to that, right?
Right,
And
right.
and I see a lot of my old friends being in that place. So if they're listening, do upgrade. Keep on updating and upgrading yourself and
Right.
your talents. Yeah.
Right. And adding on to that, I just want to ask you, why do you think that is? What might be the reason behind that?
Maybe lack of motivation, lack
Right.
of earnings. When when the money is not there, you are not motivated, right?
Very true.
But
Right.
I'm not saying I'm special, but somebody like me, I'm passion driven.
Right.
Instead of being, focused, instead of focusing on money and earning, I'm passion driven. So I like to keep myself updated.
Right,
And like I
right.
said, I like to challenge myself.
So very true.
Yeah.
You might, I think, adding to that, I think you might have all the talent in the world, but if you're not using it, I think if you're just stuck in your room, you might be the greatest musician in the world, but I don't think there's a point, right?
Exactly.
So if you want to hone in on your craft, you have to go out there and test out the water.
True,
also.
true,
So
true. Yeah,
yes, once again, leading by example.
Thank you.
All right. You've already given us a little bit of geographical and geographical knowledge as well in terms of Tamenglong and Manipur and stuff, and just learned that you guys have a huge fan base in Manipur as well. I think that's the reason why you guys get a lot of
True,
offers
true.
there as well. So jumping on that, you guys took a short hiatus, I would say,
Yes, yes.
but
for
you guys
a
are
year.
back with full energy. I can see that,
Yeah.
and you guys have tours and live shows lined up. So you have mentioned a few places here and there, but can you name a few venues or cities, towns where you would love to perform, and can you give us a reason why?
Yeah. Lakla, what do you say? Where do you want to perform?
Right. Each of you can name one place each. For
I'm
dear
gonna
listeners.
perform in. I don't know. I haven't thought of that.
Maybe Tuensang?
Yeah,
How
we
about
would
you,
love, we would love.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
yeah, we would-
thank you.
Right.
No, I mean,
I thought to.
yeah. Let's not keep the big cities
Yes,
out of
yes,
the
yes, yes.
list, but we need to at least first go to our interiors, right?
Right.
I did
And-
one.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know when was it, but I did once in this mini Hornbill festival.
Acha,
now.
acha.
Right, right.
But I'm looking forward for.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, if anybody listening from Tuinsang or Mon or Boka or
Yes.
if anybody wants to have us, our fees are very nominal, so you can always invite us. We don't
You
charge
heard it here first, dear listeners, right here on FM Pagapan, their fees are very they're affordable. To
Yeah,
say
very
the least,
affordable,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
we have a lot of listeners from Tuensang, Woka, all over
That's right,
Nagaland,
that's
so
right.
I'm sure
Yeah.
they'll be taking
Please,
notes on
please
that.
do book us for your festivals.
Right, right. So yes, having said that, I think some of the artists coming out these days, they have a lot of songs under their belt, but they have this notion of getting judged, right? So as veteran musicians on board in the band, how do they tackle that? Few tips and ideas.
I think you just have to go forward with what you love to do in terms of sound and taste.
Right.
You can't please people all the time.
Right. Very true.
That's an old adage. So you can't literally please people all the time. So you need to do what you love to do.
Right.
Like the qualified are not called, right? The called are qualified.
Right. Very true.
So do what you love to do. Do not be afraid of being judged. Of course, only after some judgment you refine yourself.
Very
As a
true.
musician,
Very
as a human being. But do not be afraid to take the first step. That's
Right.
what I can say. Yeah.
Right.
Because even during our Divine Connection days, I mean, those days, original music, nobody wanted to hear original music, right?
Right, right.
So in 2008, we came up with our first album.
Right.
So that was quite a new concept.
Was it
back then.
Elroy, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken?
yeah,
Elroy,
right,
right?
yeah. And back then it was quite a new concept.
Right.
Having a full fledged album, right? So we did break the thing. What do you call? The mindset.
Right.
So in this new age, so you can do anything, yeah. People just come up with an album with one snare drum also.
Right. True.
So yeah, there's no limit to what we can do and achieve.
Very true. So I think the tools accessibility is there.
Yeah.
Just go for it, right?
Yeah. The
Right.
technology is
Great.
there. Yeah.
So yes, speaking of coming back to our live performances and tours and gigs, I've seen a few of your shows here and there, and I can attest to this that you guys are definitely a force to be reckoned with.
Thank you.
Very very systematic and well organized on stage.
Thank you.
So
Did you see our performance in Saint Joseph yesterday?
I missed out on that,
Is it?
but I'm sure it
You
was.
have to go
I'm sure.
look that
Right
up.
on. Okay. Definitely, I'll definitely check it out, and I'm sure the listeners will check it out as well. All right. Having said that, what can audience and fans expect from your live shows? Like you said, you guys have covered Queen all the way to Bryan Adams and the Cranberries and stuff like that, right? But you guys have said that is just to break the mold, and there's more coming, original songs and surprises. So, is there any surprises in store for our dear listeners that will love to come and check you guys out live?
Fans can expect a high impact, authentic performance,
Right.
full of raw energy and technical skill.
Right. Anything to add to that?
Yeah.
Say something. Hey,
Yeah. What can fans expect, right? So you can expect to come listen to good old rock and roll.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and then hopefully in the future we'll do our originals.
Right.
So I think that's in the pipeline right now.
Right.
So like La Plaza 8, raw energy. I think that's one of our
Right.
strong points because not bragging, but La Plaza is her thing on stage.
Right.
Not many people have that, right? The aura, the
Right.
the presence.
Right.
So live performance, I think something that we are strong is like our authentic, passionate performance. The way Lapla delivers her vocals on stage, it's
Right.
not many people have that. So like raw energy, that
Right,
like
right.
I'm just supplementing to what she said.
Right.
Yeah.
No wonder she won the best vocalist,
Of
right?
course, yeah.
So, yeah. All right. Yes, I'm sure the fans, listeners, audience are very, very excited to hear that raw power, raw energy, and some good old classics as well.
Yeah.
So, dear listeners, if you guys are tuned in right now, if you guys want to see Project Anonymous live, they are going to be touring this year all over the place. And yes, make sure that you guys follow them on their socials as well to keep yourself updated. All right, we've been chatting for a while now, so how about we take a short break, musical break. You guys did a cover of this song, so we're going to play this
Oh, great.
song
Sure.
called Zombie by the Cranberries. Enjoy, dear listeners. We'll be right back with more.
FM Trago Band.
103 megahertz.
News, music, and entertainment.
This is FM Trago Band.
FM 103 megahertz.
All right, dear listeners, welcome back once again. We are having a ton of fun here in the studio, right here at Akashvani Kohima. And yes, this is being brought to you by FM Trogopan at 103 megahertz. The live interaction program in Perfect Harmony is on the line. And once again, we have Project Anonymous here in the studio with us. So guys, we've touched on live music, tours, gigs, and of course the backstory of the band as well. So I just wanted to segue into this question, which is, like you mentioned earlier, staying authentic and being true to yourself, right? So Project Anonymous is fairly a new band, I would say, just 2 years old, right? But you guys have been in the music industry for quite some time now. And Sir Matang, of course, has been in the scene for more than 20 years now. And you guys have seen the ups and downs, the shift in the culture, and especially in the last decade, I would say, there's been so many talented artists coming out. So having said that, how do you balance staying true to your artistic vision with the ever-changing music industry? You touched upon it earlier a little bit, but can you expand on it a little bit more?
Okay. So before I get right into your question, I just want to let the audience know that if there any,
Right.
they should be, no? But,
Right.
yeah. I think this was in 96 or 7 again.
Right.
So the old office,
Right.
right beside this building.
Right.
So we used to come here with a brother of ours, and we play live with an acoustic guitar, bass on an acoustic guitar.
Right.
And so that was in 1996.
Right.
So it's like 30 years now.
Right.
Yeah, 30 years back. So saying that, I feel like I'm I'm an antique right now. Coming back to your question, I think for me, the idea is to keep your music aside and your friendship aside
Right.
in a band. There are a lot of people like they think that to be in a good band, successful band, you need to be really close as friends also, no? I don't believe in that, because once you're emotionally attached,
Right.
there are some, like they say, I mean, when you're emotionally invested, the professional part of it is, becomes a little haste.
Right.
I hope you understand what I'm saying.
Right.
So my advice would be, of course, you need to have a good relationship with your bandmates also, but not too close that it affects you emotionally.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Right.
set aside your professional part and your friendship. Have a boundary. That's
Right.
what that would be my advice, my final advice.
Right.
Because like you all know, I've been in some bands.
Right.
So when you're too invested on your friendship and your personal relationship, music gets affected.
Right.
I do not want to go into details, but yeah, that's what maybe they can also share.
Right. Anything to add to that, Lapla and Victor as well?
For me, I feel like the musicians should be able to take one another's advice. Yeah, especially in a band, if you are not able to take each other's advice, it becomes, what do you say, a blockage for the band. And then to go forward, we must be able to take the advice in line. Yeah, like I said. For me, that's the main thing.
Right.
I think, yeah.
Anything to add to that, Lapla?
I would say stay true to our vision constantly,
Right.
practicing and balancing role.
That is very true. Yeah. So
Right.
whatever they say, it all culminates to what I said earlier. No, keep your professional and personal relationship a little distant.
Right.
Because if I'm too close with Victor, I ask him to change a part in a song.
Right.
Like if he's too close to me, he wouldn't bother, even
Right,
taking my
right.
advice, right?
Right.
So in that sense.
Right. So it's like any other job, basically.
Exactly.
Draw a professional line, and the personal,
Yeah,
the personal things comes later, right? So
And-
that's very true.
In terms of music, my taste in music is different from Lapla. Lapla's saying that we are very thankful to Lapla, because right now most of the songs that we're doing is all male based.
Right.
Yeah.
But she does not decline to our request, right? So sometimes in a band, it may not be your preferred genre, but you need to give in sometimes.
Right.
At least make your bandmates happy also, no?
Very true.
Yeah.
You can't impose your will, you can't impose your likings on everybody all the time. So like Victor
Right.
said, yeah, we need to take each other's advice. And, yeah.
Right, right. I think keeping the ego aside, right? I think
Yeah.
that is very important. So yeah, drawing a veil, keeping the ego aside, and being able to take advice. I think those are some valuable advice for coming from a veteran like Sir Mathang. And I just have to point out that you said that it's been 30 years, but you
Yeah.
still look fit as a fiddle. So
Oh,
I just wanted to add that.
Thanks, yeah. Thanks, yeah.
Right, right. So having said that,
Exercise every day.
Exercise through sleeping.
exercise is very important, guys. So that is a public service announcement for all of you out there. All right. Having said that, you touched upon this a little bit, but again, can you guys give us a little bit more on how a band should function? You guys have given us a little bit of the personal aspect of it from your past experience as well. But like I mentioned earlier, you guys look so systematic and well organized on stage. So, is it the same backstage, or sometimes is there a little bit of dispute here and there? And how do you guys resolve that? I'm sure that people would love to know that as well.
Yeah, to have a good functioning band, I think there should be a, predestined leader. I'm not trying to, take that role on myself, but at least there should be somebody who can lead, right?
Right.
Absolutely,
Somebody
yeah.
who can take the initiative to call up the rest of the band members and tell them, make them aware of what we are going to do and what we're not going to do. So there should be a clear leader.
Right.
And because if everybody tries to, be the leader, there's obviously going to be a clash, in
Right.
the decision making,
Very true, very true.
right?
Right.
So that's that, and even the band leader should be, humble enough to listen to other people's advices and suggestions. Yeah. And as per backstage, the environment in a backstage, we are like, there's no friction as such.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's been 2 years now, and right now, there's not been any major conflicts of that sort.
Right.
Yeah.
And it shows on stage, like I said, it shows on stage, right?
No, that's because everybody knows their part.
Right.
I mean, what part they need to play.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And one good thing is we listen and we learn, no?
Right.
We
I
don't
couldn't say
judge.
that correctly.
Yeah. I'm happy. Yeah, I'm really happy
Judge.
that if we choose a new song
Right.
and say, we're going to perform this song next, so everybody does his or her part,
Right.
right?
Right.
So we don't have to keep on telling him or her to, practice and come to, have a good practice session at home, then come to our, rehearsal. Nothing of that sort.
Right.
So everybody does his and her part at home, and we come. You know what? The funny thing is, we don't practice much.
Right.
Yeah.
So everybody does their homework at home, no? So we don't need to invest so much on practicing in jam rooms.
Right.
So that's one good thing about us. Yeah.
Right.
So basically, घोड़े भाव और practice.
True.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the
it.
line.
Usually to practice there, because
Right. True.
in my past experience with other bands, you have to keep that. You have to keep telling that guy. You have to keep telling that guitarist, that drummer. I mean, to practice. I go over practice corner. Even a kick.
Very true.
That's where tension arises, right? But in Project Anonymous, everybody is
Responsible.
very responsible and respectful towards each other. That my lack of practice should not affect the other people.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Right.
they're all. I mean,
That's the
one
bonus,
of the best part.
bonus,
yeah.
bonus point of Project Anonymous, and then we can trust each other on
Yeah.
our own parts. Yeah.
Right.
I will do better.
Right. 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 So I think that sums up everything, right? Basically, do your homework, go there,
Exactly.
practice corner, and that will not only make the relationship much more better and easier, but I think economically also. I think.
Yeah. Because these days, jam room expenses are also
Right.
something that we should, keep in mind, take in consideration.
Right. Right. No offense to any jam room owners
Yeah,
out
yeah.
there. Right. Anyway,
If you're listening, we're not targeting you.
We love coming to your channel.
right. Jokes aside, I think those are some valuable points, and I think especially here in Nagaland, everyone has been, I think 90% of the people have either been in bands in their college days or in a group somewhere, and I think everyone can relate to that, right? There's always someone in the group who has who doesn't do their homework well,
Yeah.
and they show up during the practice sessions and it causes chaos and havoc, right?
So then
yeah.
I'll share one experience, okay? Not
Please,
naming
please,
anybody.
please.
So this guy, even after 6 days,
Right,
he was not able to get the chords of one song.
right,
So ultimately, we had to kick him out.
right,
Yeah.
right. Do you want to name that?
No, no.
I'm just kidding. All right, dear listeners, we're not going to spill any of that here.
But everybody knows him.
Right,
He's quite a
right, right.
popular guy.
All right, dear listeners, I'm sure you guys can tell that you guys are having a very very fun conversation here and very very insightful to say the least. So, having said that, we've mentioned earlier, Nagaland is the music industry is rising very fast. Recently with Abdon and Trans Effect, they're making a huge mark in for Nagaland as well, and even About Us, you can say Fifth Note as well, and even DC. They laid the foundation, for all the musicians to be here. They basically laid out the blueprint. So, having said that, can you guys give us your top 5 favorite artists from Nagaland? Because this is a question that I ask everyone who comes to the studio. So, who would you say are your top 5 artists from Nagaland?
Mine would be Trans Effect.
And
Trans
that's
Effect.
the obvious band.
Uh-huh. I love the way she performs. And the whole band, yeah, I love them all.
Right,
Chance Effects, Polar Lights are there,
right.
and who else?
The Prophets?
No,
No, no, no, no,
Did you
no,
say
no,
from
no,
Nagaland?
no, no.
Yeah, from
Yeah,
Nagaland.
from Nagaland.
From Nagaland.
They can be from anywhere, it's fine.
The Prophets, I love.
And then obviously my ex band, Fifth Note.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. We play a lot of their songs here. We have them in the studio as well.
Great,
And
yeah.
they were like a fun bunch.
And then Great People.
Right.
Oh.
Anyone else?
Samuel is amazing, yeah.
Divine Connection, obviously.
let's not forget them.
Yeah,
also.
yeah.
I think Divine Connection is in everyone's top 5.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's a given, right? The Nagaland Kushila DC na thagile lo.
Yeah.
The list
Oh, no.
is empty basically. So yes, we have to give props to DC as well.
Sure. When
And,
people
uh,
say Nagaland, DC comes first in their mind.
Right. Very true. So I think that's a solid top 5, and I personally am a huge fan of all of those bands and artists you mentioned as well. So yes, we have similar taste, I would say. Right. Having said that, let's play another song, which you guys covered, earlier as well. So this is Summer of '69 by Bryan Adams, and we'll be back with more with Project Anonymous. Stay tuned, dear listeners. Welcome back once again, dear listeners. This is your live interactive program in perfect harmony, and I am still in the studio with Project Anonymous. So, guys, we've played cover songs that you guys covered, and yes, since Lapla is here, and she is, of course, if you're just tuning in, she is the vocalist of the band Project Anonymous, and she has won the best vocalist in many competitions, I would say. So, can you guys give us a little bit of a band ritual, or before hitting the stage, or just share a few warm-ups? But I wanted to ask you guys this question earlier, but I missed out on it. So yes, can you guys-
Before Lapla shares her warm-up ideas and all, coincidentally we don't have any what do you call
Warm-ups.
warm-up or pre-show
Rituals.
rituals or
Rituals, yeah.
mantras and all. We just go on. I mean, when we're practicing, for
Right.
example, this we have a time of prayer before we start.
Right.
And then since everybody is so good that they do the homework, we just start rehearsing.
Right.
That's
right.
usually what we do.
Right. Like true professionals.
Should be. Yeah.
Right. Sounds great. All right.
Yeah, we just pray and start, no?
Right. So since you're here, Lapla, I'm sure the listeners would love to hear a line or two from you. So is there anything that you can sing to serenade our dear listeners?
So, before I sing, I normally, do this on the way and come, okay? So that I don't waste time in the jam room.
Right.
So I normally do, I do this.
Right.
And after I reach the jam pad, I do this, hey!
Yeah,
I just
right.
do that and then we go on. So, I'd like to sing Die With A Smile.
Awesome.
Okay, here I go. If the world was ending, I wanna be next to you. If the
awesome, awesome.
Thank you.
You know what? Bruno Mars and Lady Gaga has nothing on you, I would say. Amazing, really, really. That was such an amazing song, and that particular track is very, very popular
Yeah.
right here at FM Pragaban. So I'm sure the listeners will be very, very pleased to hear that. So thank you so much for that.
Choice then.
Once again.
She's my protege.
Right. No wonder she won the best vocalist, right?
No,
So,
Lovely,
yes.
Lovely. I mean, the first
Right.
show we did was how many years back? This was
2017,
2017, is it?
yeah.
No,
Right, right.
9 years now.
Amazing,
Yeah.
amazing. We
So
can, right.
we did not perform often before Project Anonymous, but at least no, we
Right.
had that connection. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right, right. Amazing. We can definitely see that connection and that camaraderie between you guys. So yes, keep doing you, and this is, the sky is just the limit. So having said that, we just have a few more minutes left on the clock. Is there anything that you guys want to share in terms of your next project? You guys have mentioned the live tours, the gigs, but besides that, is there anything coming up that the fans should know, and as well as a message for all the well-wishers and supporters?
Firstly, I think we should come out in the clear that right now we don't have any dates to perform.
Right.
We are looking forward to, and I believe the door is already open for us.
Right.
And I would like to, if this, like we mentioned earlier, we were planning to do our original songs also.
Right.
But since right now we don't have a permanent guitarist,
Right.
so we would like to put this on air that if there's anybody really interested and who is committed,
Right.
yeah. So if somebody wants to join in as,
Right.
as a guitarist, you're mostly welcome. I mean, you're more than welcome. But we shall have audition also.
Right.
We can't blindly pick anybody. So there's a post for a guitarist in the band.
Right.
So if
Right.
there's any serious musicians, any serious takers, do kindly contact us.
Right. Right.
DM
And-
us on our Instagram
Yeah.
or call us directly if you
Yeah.
have a number.
Right.
Would definitely love to check you all.
Yeah,
Check
our
you out.
Instagram page,
Yeah.
Project Anonymous Official. no?
Right. So it's basically Project Anonymous official.
Official.
That is where you can reach out, right?
Yes, yes.
So, dear listeners, there you have it. That is a call out for all the guitar enthusiasts out there. If you guys want to join the band Project Anonymous, this is an open call for you guys, and you guys can definitely come and try it out as well. So, yes, we are almost towards the end. Any message for your well-wishers and supporters out there?
Yeah, thank you so much for believing in us.
Yeah.
Even though we have had just a couple of shows right now,
Yes.
and thanks to St. Joseph College for having us, because I think we have gained a lot of exposure,
Right,
even through their Spring Fest.
Yeah.
So thank you, and thanks to our friends in Manipur, Shylock, and those party, that gave us a chance.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So thank you all, and then do continue to support us and look us up on our social media, what do you call,
Page.
pages, yeah.
Right.
And that'll be a little bit from me. What do you want to say?
Yeah,
And
keep
also,
supporting
before, I'm so
us.
sorry. I think it would not be fair if we don't say thank you to Among Jinger, no?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He has been helping us
100%,
for all
yeah.
these shows.
Yes.
So if Among is listening, thank you so much for being there
Right.
for us.
Right.
Yeah, I know. Always saying yes now when we needed him.
So huge shout out to everyone who had Project Anonymous back, and yes, they just want to let you guys know that they are very, very thankful.
Yes.
And like I said, this is just the beginning. So thank you so much once again, guys, for being here in the studio, for giving us your time. And I personally had a wonderful time. It was such a fun
Same here.
conversation.
Yeah.
Thank you
And-
for having us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Indeed.
on behalf of the FM Trogoban family, we wish you guys nothing but the absolute best in all your tours and whatever that you guys decide to do next. So there you have it, listeners. This has been another edition of your live interactive program, In Perfect Harmony. This was Project Anonymous. And coming up next is your program, Hindi film song Surumani Geet. But before that, we will have a few more songs. So stay tuned to FM Trogoban at 103 megahertz.
Please like and subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell for the latest contents. Also, follow us on all our social media handles.